Today, we have some pond eggs that are hatching, the pond eggs that are living in the black sludge ponds. I think I got it. I think I might have exploded it. You can see that there is hundreds of creatures inside of this pond moving and biting at the surface. That's something that's living inside of this pond that we cannot see now. 1, 2. Guys, let's see. Look, there's movement in it. Look, there's movement. Look. And before we go any further with today's video, well, I just want to say thank you so much to Smalls for sponsoring today's video. If you guys know me, you know I love my cats, and that is exactly why I've partnered with Smalls for today's videos. Smalls is an amazing, all-natural, protein-packed cat food that's delivered right to your door. And when I mean all-natural, I am not joking. Smalls ingredients are ingredients that I can actually recognize, like smooth bird and fish, ground cow, and even ground bird. This meal is 80% chicken and liver. It has natural ingredients with added vitamins and minerals which support healthy muscles and joints. Smalls comes frozen, so when you get it, all you have to do is unbox it, put it in your freezer, and it really is just that easy. And the first cat meal we're gonna be feeding out today is some fresh beef. This is 80% beef and beef liver, so all we have to do is just cut this open just like this. And the big difference between Smalls and most other cat brands is most other cat brands actually use meat fillers and all kinds of preservatives in their cat food which make them smell really funky. It's not a part of their natural diet, and well, it's just not the best. And of course, we cannot forget to add our tuna broth for our picky eaters here at the zoo. So we're just gonna add a little bit of that, just like that. Now, not only do house cats love Smalls, but so do exotic cats like Cheech. And believe it or not, our regular house cats that live inside of our houses descended from wild cats like this guy. The Bengals and Ragdolls are absolutely loving Smalls, so whether you want to give your exotic cat a treat or feed your Bengals or Ragdoll cats a delicious, high-quality, fresh meal, well, now is the time to make the switch to Smalls, and it has never been easier. So guys, if you want to check out Smalls and all of their incredible cat foods, all you have to do is go right now, use my code JACOB10, and you guys are going to get 35% off your first order and free shipping. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you guys are having just an absolutely amazing day. And for those of you that are new here, well, I'm Jacob, and welcome to my crazy jungle. If this is your first time here on the channel, well, guys, I'm Jacob. Nice to meet you guys. And I live here in sunny South Florida with crazy exotic animals, literally the craziest animals you've ever seen. We're talking jaguars, leopards, lemurs, monkeys, sloths, the craziest stuff that you guys could think of. And for today's video, well, today we have some pond eggs that are hatching, the pond eggs that are living in the black sludge ponds. You guys are not gonna believe what we found over there. We're gonna head over there in just a little bit. But first, we've actually gotta head over to my Galapagos tortoises over here because we just set up a brand new pen for the babies. So for all my tortoise people, you guys are gonna love this one. I love how it came out, looks so cool. We set up a new pen, we planted some plants, and well, here it is. Right here is the new pen that we set up. Now, we recently in the past year redid the giant pen that you can see, and this past winter we completed the winter house for the tortoises, but this right here is the new pen that we completed. Not only did we complete this new pen, but I also planted all of this spineless cactus, which is a superfood for these tortoises. So basically the goal with this is to plant the cactus here alongside the pen. As the cactus grows, it's actually going to hang over into the pen, and the tortoises are going to be able to have natural food and natural enrichment by eating hanging plants. So we've got a ton of this cactus right here, and I'd say by the end of the summer, which we should have it maybe about this tall. The thing with cactus is a pretty slow growing plant, so we're not going to bother it. We're not going to pull the cactus pads off because of how slow growing it is. But we also have our new pen, so this is it. And it looks absolutely amazing. So we went a little bit different this time. We actually used all of the scrap pieces from when we built the big enclosures. Most people would actually throw these little pieces away because these pieces really don't have much of a use. But I did some thinking and I thought, well, I cannot throw away all this good wood. So we actually used it as a wall for the tortoise pen. But we didn't even bury it in the ground. What we did is I actually ran a 2x4 here on the back side of it. So this is allowing us to secure it on the top and the bottom. And these Galapagos tortoises are really not diggers, so we don't really have to worry about that. This guy is about 2 years old, and we have a beautiful Aldabra tortoise from the Seychelles. So these tortoises right here are also some of the giant tortoises. Okay, all right, you want down, buddy? He wants down, so we're gonna put this guy down right here. You can see the Aldabra is going to hightail it out of here. It looks absolutely amazing. So if you guys have been wanting to set up a tortoise pen, and you've been thinking about ideas, well, this is a great way to do it. It's quick, it's easy, and it looks great. I know I said we were not going to pick the cactus, but we're going to do just that for a little treat. So this spineless cactus is literally a superfood for grassland tortoises. Even the iguanas, pretty much all the tortoises love this stuff. So we've got our cactus. Now this tortoise is shy. When we show him the cactus, hey buddy, come. Look, if you see, buddy, do you want, do you want that? Do you want your cactus? Sir, would you like some cactus? Oh, I think he's interested. I think he's coming. So right now he's gonna come up and he's gone. All right, he doesn't want any cactus, but let's see if he wants some shell scratches. So what most people don't know is, okay, he doesn't want that either. So he didn't want the cactus, but let's see if he wants the sweet potato, and he is absolutely loving it. So these tortoises are actually attracted to brightly colored objects. So anything that's orange or yellow, they immediately flock to it and try to eat it, whether it's a bucket or even a sweet potato like this. So we got this piece, he's crunching and munching. And what you're gonna see is he's gonna actually use his foot to actually step on it if it gets stuck on his mouth. Oh, yep, he's doing it right there. So you can see this is one little tank of a tortoise. For such a small tortoise, he's got what I call dragon armor on his legs, guys. Look at that. This is armor, so if a predator is actually coming to attack these tortoises, they can actually close up into their shell, and this protective layer that's super hard and spiky will actually protect them from predators. So right now, as the Aldabra was eating a carrot, I noticed that right here on his neck, if you come over here, he has got a tick hidden deep in his neck. If he extends his neck out more, he might actually show the tick, but it's hidden in there, and I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. This is absolutely insane. So, oh, I think you can see it right now. Come here, and you can see the tick on his neck. This is about a medium-sized tick, and right now in South Florida, it's the start of the rainy season in summer, which means the more humid it is, that's when I typically see more ticks, and the ticks typically only target the Galapagos and Aldabra. We don't normally see it on the redfoots or the radiated or our other tortoises. So for some reason, they love the giant tortoises. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna try and reach my finger in here. If you come and take a look, I'm gonna try to reach my finger in here nice and gently. And you can see, oh, he feels me. And that's what I didn't want to happen. So basically, if we let him down on the ground, he's gonna book it away from us. So we have definitely got to get this tick off. Guys, our tick is right here. Ah, my fingers are crunched. So this is what we didn't want. So basically what I was telling you guys earlier is they'll tuck into their shells as a natural defense mechanism, and that armor on their legs will protect them against predators trying to pry at them. And obviously they got this really hard outer shell. So we see our tick, but again, this guy's being a little bit difficult. We might have to grab some tweezers, but we wanted to do this as gently as possible without having to go inside. Wait, oh, I think I got it. I think I got it, guys. Wait, oh wait, I got it. I got it. I think I got it. I think I might have exploded it. Oh no, guys. I exploded the tick. So I exploded our tick, we flicked him away, and he is gone, and he's not gonna be bothering any other tortoises. Now, we would have liked to have used tweezers, but we were here, so we grabbed him. I didn't expect him to pop like that, but basically what we wanna do now is we actually wanna flip him on the backside. We wanna look for some more ticks, and typically they like to hang out right here. I don't see any more. There was definitely no more on the top of him, so this guy did well. We're gonna let him back with his buddy. So guys, we weren't expecting a tick. We were just coming over here to check out the pen, but we found a tick, so thankfully we did notice that and removed it. So now that we got to check on our Galapagos tortoises, we've gotta actually head over to our nursery room and check up on some of our babies. So we made it into the reptile room, and we are feeding all of our turtles here. So right in here we have some critically endangered American spotted turtles, which are one of my favorites. So I like to really raise up the baby turtles in these little tubs because we can keep the water super clean. It's easy for the turtles to find food. So we've got our North American spotted turtles here. We got some adults. Now we haven't produced these guys yet and actually hatched any out, but we are raising up another breeding group of them, so you can see why they call them the spotted turtles. Now these are a little bit different than the Indian spotted turtles right over here, because these, oh, well, we got some pink bellies in here. I mean these guys. So these are also spotted turtles, but these are Indian spotted turtles right here, and then these are the native ones that we find here in North America. So right now we're feeding all of the baby turtles, and we also have our adorable pink belly side necks here. So these are one of the best pet turtles you can have, and as you can see, they are so tiny. This is one of the smallest turtles that can hatch out. So we have been producing these for several years here, and as you can see why they do call them the pink belly side neck, because they hold their head to the side, as you can see, and they have this rosy pink belly, which is so beautiful. Now, they have these in both albino and regular. Now, right here, we have regulars. We've got some caramel red ear sliders. We've got some snow. So these are all red ear slider morphs. So this is the snow albino, who's got just a little bit of algae growing on him. And then we have our caramel. So both of these turtles are the same species, but a different morph. The caramel is almost white in the feet, and they have these black eyes. And then we have some more pink bellies here, as well as our Indian spotted turtles. But what's really cool about the Indian spotted right now is we have tadpoles inside with them to hunt and eat. Right now we have lots of invasive Cuban tree frog tadpoles, and since these are an invasive species and we don't want them everywhere, we've actually been using them to actually feed the turtles. So you can see we've got a ton of these guys here, and they're just moving slow, and the pink bellies absolutely love to devour them. And let me show you this little guy right here, our Indian spotted. We'll bring him into the light. You can see why this is probably my favorite turtle of all time, because of just how beautiful they are. They are beautifully polka dotted, all on their body, on their legs, on their head, on their feet and toes. Absolutely amazing. So we're gonna get this little guy back inside of his pond. And right inside of our Flanagan's cup is some tadpoles. So as you can see, we have got hundreds of tadpoles, maybe even thousands inside of this cup. And these little tadpoles are gonna be the perfect snack for these baby turtles. So we're just gonna bring this cup right here, and we're just gonna pour some tadpoles in just like this. You can see they're going out, and we're just gonna pour a bunch of them in there because these are definitely some hungry turtles. So you can see the tadpoles are in here. This little guy here absolutely just nailed one of the tadpoles. I think he's gonna go up. I think he's gonna get that one right there. 1, 2, oh, he just missed him. Guys, that's crazy. He just missed him. Now the other ones, oh, I think he's gonna get, oh, he got him. He got him. He's got him in his mouth. He's trying to eat him. And that is the smallest turtle in this whole group. Isn't that crazy? The smallest turtle in here is the one that's actually hunting the tadpoles. That is so cool. And if you couldn't see it, he literally has the tadpole hanging out of his mouth right in my hands. Oh, we got another one. He's hunting. He's going. I think he's gonna get it. Oh, he's almost got it. Guys, this is the perfect way. Oh, this is the perfect way to get these guys started hunting and eating live fish and food on their own. And this is honestly the best way for these animals to live, as natural as possible. Eating live food, stuff that they would naturally eat in the wild. It's so cool to observe these tiny little turtles hunting the tiny tadpoles. Guys, I don't know if you can see what I see, but we just made it here to the back. And one of our giant turtles that's in the pond is right here at the surface, right there, in between that little triangle that you see right there. She's poking her head out, and that is the mom turtle. She's gone. She is gone. She's inside of this water, and we literally cannot see in it. So when I put my hand down in it, you can see that I can see it for a little bit, but as it goes down a little, I can't see anything. And I do not want to put my hand in there because I don't know where she is. She could literally be anywhere, and if I stick my hands in there, I could literally lose a finger. So what we want to do now is we just want to scan the surface, because the turtles that we're looking for are going to be about this big in size, maybe only a couple of inches, so they can blend in extremely well. So if we were to actually spook them, they could go down to the bottom, which is going to make it much harder to find. Now, we did have the mom inside both of our ponds here, so we could have eggs in both this pond right here and the one behind me. So we're going to have to be searching for a little bit of time, but okay, so I want to be really quiet right now because you are not going to believe what I'm seeing. But right here, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, can you see everything moving at the surface? Guys, that could be baby turtles. Now, we do have fish in here, but that could be tons of baby turtles. If you guys look, you can see that there is hundreds of creatures inside of this pond moving and biting at the surface. You could see every little drop. That's not rain. That's something that's living inside of this pond that we cannot see. Now, I am looking. I don't see it at all. Now, as we go near it, it kind of stops. So when we move towards the movement on the water, they move away to another side because they're definitely a little bit spooked. But what I need you guys to do right now is comment down below. Are those baby turtles or are those just fish? So right as I came to the back side of the pond, I don't know if you guys can see what I see right here, but I'm just going to give you a second. Could you see what I see? Guys, do you see it? But right there, there is an egg. An eggshell. Now, the real question is this from last year or is this from this year? Because this is definitely an eggshell, but when you put it inside of here, it blends in extremely well with all of the rocks and all the rest of the dirt. And again, we don't know if this is from this year or last year, because if you feel it, this is crunchy and hard, so it could be either really fresh or really old. Now, we're not seeing any turtles in this land area. I haven't spotted any in the pond, so we're gonna go grab a net and we're gonna start netting and see what we can find. All right, I think we got a net over here, and we have found our net. So I left this net here in the bushes, and it is completely overgrown. Let's see, let's pull it out, and we got our net. This net is a little bit broken, it's a little bit crooked, but this net is gonna work just fine for what we need. We just need to be able to scoop a couple things with it, and I think it's gonna be perfect. All right, so we got our net, and we are getting ready to take our first scoop, and I'm seeing some movement here, so... Oh, we got caught. We got caught here, so we didn't get anything. We kind of spooked what was in the water, but that's okay. Oh, they're starting back again. 1, 2. Guys, let's see what we got in here. Let's see if we got any turtles. I see some movement inside of here, so let's come right down here. Again, this net is pretty messed up, so we're gonna come right here, and we are gonna see what we can find. Oh, there's no turtles, but as you guys can see, we have a ton of mosquito fish right here. Now, these aren't just any mosquito fish. These are pregnant females that are about to burst and give birth to tons of live babies. So we definitely want to get these females back in the water because this is basically our mosquito control in the summertime and basically year-round. So you can see we got tons of movement on the surface. So we're just going to lower our hand right down into the water and release these back on in. So as soon as they hit the water, oh, they're like back to life and they just swam off. So we've got probably hundreds of these fish in here. Again, they take care of all the mosquitoes. Since we added these into the pond, we virtually have no mosquitoes in it, which is really nice. So if you're looking for a great way to control mosquitoes in your pond, well, definitely check out mosquito fish. It's a great fix. But we're gonna search through this, and I'm not seeing anything else in here. I don't see any more fish, and I definitely don't see any baby turtles. So I'm gonna basically do the same thing, except this time I'm gonna go down and deep, and I'm gonna drag the net across right here, just like this. Oh! I just felt something big. I think I felt the big daddy turtle that's in here. Now, if you guys are new here, then you don't know about the big daddy turtle. But if you guys have been here, you probably know what's in here. So he just hit the net really hard. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So we're going to take him out in a second. But first, we've got some black goo in this net that we're going to go through. Okay, we got the black goo. And it is seriously smelly. And look, there's movement in it. Look, there's movement. Look. Oh my gosh, so this time around, I don't think it's a mosquito fish, but I think it's a tadpole that actually has legs. I think this is an invasive Cuban tree frog tadpole. We're gonna rinse him off right here, and look at this. Oh, we don't want him to fall back in, but look at that. Yep, this is definitely not a mosquito fish, but this is an amphibian that's turning into a frog. So you can see right here that this guy is starting to grow his legs. He's got his back legs right here and his front legs. So this guy is able to crawl around and he's able to swim. Nature is absolutely amazing. So we found this Cuban tree frog inside of here. Now again, I'm suspecting this is a Cuban tree frog, but I have no idea. So we're just gonna put him back inside of the pond. But look at this little guy. Oh! All right, we're gonna release that little guy back inside of the pond, and we're gonna keep sifting through our mud and our slime. So when I mean mud and slime, guys, I am not kidding. This stuff is thick, it's potent, and it is very slimy. And we got another little tadpole right here. We got another little guy that's a little bit smaller, but he still has got his legs and his feet that are growing in. All right, we're just gonna rinse our net off like this, and we're going to, oh my gosh, look at that! Look what we got now. We got tadpoles, we got fish, and now we have a water bug right here. Look at this little guy. Now, I'm not really sure about these guys. Look at this. We got a crazy looking water bug. Now, this thing looks like it could bite you. It could sting you, but look at this. We got a crazy water bug. This little pond right here is not very big, but it is definitely full of life. We found so much stuff so far. This is so cool. So we're going to throw our little water bug back in there. And if you come to the surface, you can really see the little fish swimming. There's literally hundreds, and I bet you if I come right here, I bet you I can catch some right in my hand if we come right here. We're getting chewed alive by the mosquitoes because not all these ponds have mosquito fish. It's only this one. We haven't added it to the rest. We definitely need to do it because there's another mosquito right there. I got him on me. And we're going to dive in right now, and we're going to find the big guy that's living on the bottom. Now, again, this is dangerous. I don't recommend it because you could lose a finger. But if you're a trained professional, nothing will happen. So, we've got Big Daddy Turtle right here. This is my big Indian spotted turtle male. Now, we know this is the male because he's got this concave shell on the backside, which is great for mounting onto the females. And you can see he's got this incredible, beautiful spotted head. This is one of my all-time favorite turtles, especially as babies. They're absolutely amazing. And as adults, they're equally as impressive. They're large, they're gorgeous, and they make great displays. So we're gonna let this guy back on in right now. He is hanging out right on the inside. And right here, I just got water in my eye. But right here, guys, look what we just found. We found what we came for. A tiny hatchling Indian spotted turtle. Now, I hope I don't get pink eye from this turtle water because it's definitely not the cleanest. But, guys, we found a hidden gem. So now you can really see why this is one of my all-time favorite turtles. You can see they're spotted all over, and as they grow up, they're actually going to lose most of those spots. So we found this one little guy, which means there could be a couple of more. Now, typically, though, once the turtles lay the eggs inside of the pond, not all of them will hatch. That's why we make such an effort to actually dig them up and incubate them, because when they're naturally incubating in the ground, a bunch of them will hatch, but you have much better odds in the incubator. So we got this little guy right here. We're going to hold on to him, and we're going to keep searching.
1 hour later.
So we've been searching for about an hour now, and we're still on one turtle, but as we're searching where the female is in the sand, right here, I think we found a nest. So right in here, look at what we just found right here. This is the remnants of an egg. So you can see that something definitely hatched out of it. At least we think something hatched out of it. We're not sure. Something could have hatched out of it, or the egg could have been bad, but we want to keep digging right here. Oh, we got another egg. We got another one, and we got 2 more. So, oh, looks like we got another hatched out egg, or another rotten egg. Then right here, it looks like we got a whole egg, but the coloring on this actually looks a little bit off. It looks a little bit yellow, so we want to hold it in this position. But since these look hatched out, we're going to come here right now. We're going to, oh, yep, that is not a good egg. It's rotten. This egg smells really bad. So we're going to put that aside right now, and we're going to keep going. Oh, I think we got another one right here. All right, we got another egg. This is not that many eggs. I might have missed these, honestly, when I dug up the last clutch. So we're going to come right here from this side, and we're going to pull this one out right here, and we're going to move it. I don't think this one is good either. Oh, it's definitely not good. There's tons of these little maggots coming all over the egg right here. We're just going to take a sniff. Yep, that one's not good either. So we found a clutch of eggs. No turtles and 2 rotten eggs, so I'm thinking that those eggs were all rotten to begin with, but that is absolutely disgusting. Look right here in the sand. Look at them all move. Guys, look at that. Look at all those worms moving around. That is the creepiest thing I've seen all day. Guys, do you see that right there? Do you see what I'm seeing, Dad? Do you see that?
Yeah.
You see it right there? There is another turtle. He must have just come up while we were digging the egg. So this is another little guy that just climbed up on the dead water plants. So he's trying to camouflage and hide, but he could not stay away from my eagle eye because my eyes are specially trained to find these creatures. I've literally spent my whole life finding tiny turtles and little lizards on the trees out in the Everglades. So far, we found 2 beautiful Indian spotted turtles, and I'm almost certain that if we keep searching, we're gonna find some more. But in the meantime, we're actually gonna head inside to check the incubator out because it's gonna pour rain here any minute now. So I made it inside, and you guys are not gonna believe how many baby animals we found hatching out in the incubator. So let me just show you guys right now. It's honestly, this is the coolest thing ever. So right now, right here, we have got a ton of babies. So these are a couple of redfoot tortoises and cherry heads that I had already hatched out, and I had put them in this cup while they were absorbing their yolk sacs. You can see we've got a beautiful cherry head tortoise, and he's just about finished absorbing his yolk sac. We've also got a beautiful redfoot tortoise right here, and we've got another tortoise here. So we got a bunch of beautiful little redfoots and cherry heads. And as you guys know, we were digging out Indian spotted turtles, and when I came inside, we also had a bunch. So these are another 5 that I actually got out of here, and inside of this little black pot, there is a ton of babies. It's really hard to see them because they blend in so well with the dirt. But you can see we got one walking here, we've got one there. So we're just gonna start taking these little guys and we're gonna put them inside of the bin. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of eggs. So I'm thinking we're gonna have over 20 of these baby turtles, but we're gonna have to dig around to find out. So look, there's another one here. These guys blend in so incredibly well. We got 1. Oh, there's another. We got 2. And we got 3. Look at that. We got 3 and 1 handful. That is just the coolest. So these guys are actually really dirty and covered in dirt. So we're going to have to rinse them off. We got these guys, and we're going to find a whole bunch more.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
So including the ones we found outside, we have 24 beautiful Indian spotted turtles. So right now, again, these guys are super dark and black in color. So we're just gonna put the light on them just like this. What I wanna show you guys is when we come here with the water and when we spray them, you guys are actually able to see that they're gonna clean off and they're gonna turn into these beautiful spotted little gems. Right here, they've got all this dirt on them, but again, as we rinse them off, you're gonna see all their natural beauty come out. Now, not only do we have these cute Indian spotted turtles hatching, but we also have a bunch of redfoot tortoises. So right in here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we got one right here. Look at that. Look. I'm gonna open it up. No way. So right in here, we have got a bunch of redfoot tortoises hatching out. Now these were laid on March 9th, and we are now at the end of June going into July. So we got this little guy right here. We're just gonna pull him on out because it looks like he went back into his egg right there. So we're gonna move him out like that. And we have got a beautiful, perfect gem of a redfoot tortoise. You can see he's pretty much absorbed his yolk sac. This is a nice, I would call this a really nice bright orange redfoot. So we have these guys on the website. If you guys have been wanting a baby tortoise, we've got plenty of them on the website. We got bright orange, we got regular redfoots, we got all kinds of cool stuff. So go to jacobfetter.com after today's video and get yourself a baby tortoise. All right, there you go, buddy. So not only do we have this guy hatching out, but we have a whole bunch more. So we got this little guy right here. Oh, I think he hatched out. Let's see. Look at him. We have another perfect gem now. I'm not sure if he still is absorbing his yolk sac, but I would think so because he's a bit slimy. So we're going to take a look at the bottom. Okay, so he's halfway through absorbing his yolk sac, as you can see right here. He's going to absorb that yolk sac over about the next week or so. And then he's going to go in with the rest of the baby tortoises. So we're going to keep this guy right in here for now. But right over here, we also have another one hatching out. But we're going to leave him alone because he's definitely not even emerged from the egg yet. And we got this little guy hatching out right here, I think. Oh, wait, just kidding. We've got another one right here. We got another beautiful bright orange that has pretty much finished absorbing the yolk sac, so that little guy is going to go right in here. And there's another one that's hatching out. Now this one is using his little egg tooth to actually break the shell. So you can see right here, the outer layer of the shell has been broken, and right under here, underneath the white, you can see there's a beautiful tortoise underneath. Now, I'm just doing this to show you guys that there is indeed a tortoise in here that's hatching out, but we're going to leave him alone. We're actually going to close that back on up and let him hatch out naturally. I have got a ton of babies and a ton of work to get these guys properly set up. So that is going to end today's episode. I hope all of you guys did enjoy watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below, what do you guys want to see in the next video? And if you guys are not yet subscribed yet to me and you want to see the rest of my crazy animal family, well guys, what are you waiting for? All you have to do is go right now and subscribe below.